A very good evening and welcome to Primetime News here on MTV Sports. I'm Ramesh Rukal Bandara.
And I'm Krishna Panadaratna. We start off the news with a look at your headlines first.
Government to obtain the assistance of a third party to secure the release of Sri Lankan fishermen from Somali pirates. Anuma Fonseca says that discussions held for the release of Sarath Fonseca have been positive. Over 200 killed due to cold weather in Europe. And Pakistan registered a clean sweep over the #1 Test cricket team, England.
The Nawam Mahaperahara of the Hunupitiya Gangarama temple is currently paraded in the streets of Colombo. President Mahinda Rajapaksa and opposition leader Ranil Wickremesinghe graced the occasion. Incidentally, this is the 33rd Nawam Perahara.
The government has decided to obtain the assistance of a third party to secure the release of 6 Sri Lankan fishermen who are being held by Somali pirates. Minister of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources Dr. Rajitha Senaratne said that the intervention of a Dutch advisor to the Somalian Ministry of Fisheries had been sought. The multi-day trawler Nimesha Dua set out to sea from the Negombo harbour on the 25th of September. The vessel set out with 6 fishermen on board to fish in international waters. The fact that they were in custody of Somali pirates was revealed following a phone call. The pirates contacted the owner of the boat demanding a ransom of $6 million for the release of the fishermen. In reality, there is nothing that can be done at the diplomatic level. Through the Ministry of External Affairs, we have notified the Somali government and our embassy in South Africa. This needs to be done outside the usual diplomatic channels. We were able to contact them with much difficulty and we got to know that the ransom is being demanded from Malaysia. We notified those people and then requested photographs, so we contacted the families and obtained photographs. We cannot make any guarantees with regard to the negotiations with the pirates. But we believe that if they assist us like last time, then we will be able to secure their release. But this is only an assumption. Meanwhile, the families of the fishermen state that they do not have the kind of wealth to pay the ransom that has been demanded.
People's lives matter to us more than the ransom. Therefore, we are asking the government to intervene and rescue them.
No, the government cannot pay ransoms to pirates. Last year, Indian fishermen were captured and a ransom was demanded, but the Indian government rejected it. After that, they were released without ransom. These pirates board European ships as well, so this is an international problem. Our people are in the situation because they have not heeded the warning not to go out to those areas to fish. But we are taking every effort to bring them back to Sri Lanka without any harm.
We have no money. Lives cannot be measured with money. Therefore, we are asking the government to somehow intervene and return the 6 of them to us. The children and families have been driven to despair.
Anuma Fonseca says that discussions held so far to secure the release of former Army Commander Sarath Fonseca have been positive. She made the statement during a media briefing today.
Both parties have forward conditions, but discussions are taking place in a positive manner. The people will be able to learn about this in the near future. I don't believe it would be proper to speak publicly about the internal discussions. No, we will definitely not be apologizing.
I
need to clarify something. The members of the family and the members of the party held discussions and decided to send Tiran Alas for the discussions. This was not something that we divulged to the media because this was done in secrecy. However, this eventually was reported by the media. Because of this, we had to answer various questions. The discussions are coming along well. You will be able to find out more in a couple of days.
The group, including Anima Fonseca, convened this media briefing to publicise the programmes planned to be held on the 8th of this month, which marks the second year of Sarath Fonseca's imprisonment. We are planning to rally and call for his release. On the very same day, the appeal against the white flag case will be taken up in the Supreme Court, so the date has more significance. I urge everyone to come to Hulsdorf on that day and show your support.
If a letter of apology is sent, or if Anuma Fonseca goes and requests for his release, he will be released the very next day. Not only that, he will be given a title. If you are ready to go against your conscience and if you are ready to bow your head, you can obtain freedom.
Meanwhile, the Movement for People's Struggle also expressed views regarding Sarath Fonseca at a media briefing today.
If this is what someone who was publicly elected has to undergo, then the status of the common man, the working class in this country, is clear. Today, Sarath Fonseca has become a symbol of protecting democracy. We believe that a struggle must commence to secure his release and the release of all other political prisoners who are being held illegally and undemocratically. We must all join together in this struggle.
Countries across the world have been experiencing extreme weather conditions over the past few days. While Europe is blanketed with snow, countries elsewhere are facing the threat of flooding and droughts. Tonight we take a look at the cold snap that has severely inconvenienced the citizens of many European countries.
Latest reports emerging from Europe suggest that the death toll due to the cold weather conditions has passed the 200 mark. Meteorologists believe that the extreme weather conditions have been brought about by cold air from the Arctic region entering a high-pressure area over the Europe. The lowest temperature recorded during the current cold snap was reported from Poland, and it stood at a chilling minus 29 degrees Celsius. Now, this is not the first cold snap that the Europe has faced, but forecasters have described this year's weather pattern as exceptional.
Ukraine has been the worst affected country from the cold weather conditions, which commenced in late January. Ukrainian officials noted that nearly 131 people have died due to the cold weather conditions. Most of the victims have been homeless people. Meanwhile, 1,800 people have been hospitalized due to the inclement weather. 53 fatalities have been reported from Poland due to the extreme weather conditions. Over in France, 4 people have been killed since the big freeze began in late January. The government of President Nicolas Sarkozy has advised 43 government departments to brace themselves for exceptional weather conditions. Over in the United Kingdom, its capital city London experienced 2 to 4 inches of snowfall yesterday. The Heathrow airport, which is one of the busiest airports in the world, saw nearly 50% of its scheduled flights being cancelled yesterday due to the inclement weather conditions. The extreme weather has also inconvenienced motorists in the United Kingdom. Over in Italy, media reports suggested that the country has experienced its heaviest snowfall in nearly 25 years. Here too, commuters have been severely inconvenienced, and the Italian national railway operator is facing the prospect of lawsuits from commuters trapped in trains.
While Europe has more or less frozen over, elsewhere in the world, floodwaters are wreaking havoc. Tomorrow, we will take a look at this phenomenon.
Meanwhile, several homes in 2 areas have been damaged by gale force winds and lightning.
Electrical appliances in several homes located in Gamanupura in the Kottav area were damaged as a result of lightning last evening. The Department of Meteorology stated that lightning could be expected in the next few days as well due to unstable atmospheric conditions. Meanwhile, gale force winds that blew across Ingidia, Idurugala yesterday damaged several homes. A correspondent said that 15 homes were damaged by falling trees and blown off roofs. 8 residents said similar conditions were experienced the day before.
Well, today is the 3rd day of the Tadikila National Development Exhibition, which is being held in Oyamadu, Anuradhapura. The National Development Committee states that close to 600,000 people have visited the exhibition by this afternoon.
The 6th Dayatakirula National Development Exhibition is being held at the Oyamadu State Farm Grounds, which falls under the Mahavilachya Divisional Secretariat in the Anuradhapura district. The attention of most visitors to the exhibition has been drawn towards the military displays. Various sections of the Sri Lanka Army had displays today as well. In addition, a special Angampora display was held on the Dayatakirula main stage today. This was organized by the Ministry of Culture and Aesthetic Affairs. The Dayatakirula exhibition, which occupies a vast 500-acre area, is being held as part of the 64th Independence Anniversary celebrations. The state and private sector and 3 armed forces have set up stalls at the exhibition grounds. A cultural show was among the main events staged yesterday at the exhibition grounds.